Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Banished with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the ever-prosperous, ever-advancing Lathsburg. So today, we're going to focus where we left off on the last episode, with destroying the old village, the original location, upgrading it and making it far more efficient. In addition to this, I'm hoping to get some tobacco seeds, so that we may make our little luxury production line over here just that little bit more self-contained. In addition to this, we really need to add some more apiaries. We are simply not getting enough honey to create mead at a constant rate, although we have certainly made enough of it, so we will be trading this in the future. Right now, I'm currently building a town lodging, which is essentially a town lodging is an improved version of the boarding house, which it says right here, which is a temporary place for the homeless to live. Now, we do really need this because we are about to annihilate this entire section of log cabins in addition to these tiny shacks over here, so that we may start using this little bit of the island for an actual, well, use. Actually, is it an island? Oh, it's actually an island in its own right, I suppose, since it is completely cut off via the river. I'm sure it has a special name because of that. Hello, trading post people. Do you have tobacco? Nope. Well, you do have tobacco, but not the seeds. It's currently on order from the farming supplier. So, all we're doing now is we're just waiting for the town lodging to be complete, and then we can start some mass destruction as soon as winter finishes, though, because I don't think this will actually be able to support the entire population of all of these houses, although it is surprising how many they can take. Darn! Once again, not the right trader. I have been waiting for quite some time now for the tobacco trader to actually get here. Well, anyway, now the town lodging is finished and it's early spring, let's go ahead and remove all of these houses, which is going to cause a huge upset in the community. I've already bumped up our builder count to 17. Now, I'm not destroying the clothier just yet, purely because we're actually a little bit low on clothes, and clothes will be well, we're going to be making some more clothes around here anyway, because I want this to be the location where all the pastures store their stuff. So we're going to have all the butchers here, we're going to have a better storage position, and we're going to have a nice market with a better housing system. I'm also going to upgrade this little, what was originally the rich section, which now looks like the poor section from the other village. Oh, can they all fit in that? No! Oh, wow, massive amount of people still homeless. Okay, let's build another town lodging, because there is a good chance we'll do this again in the future. So it doesn't cost much to actually build this, it's only stone and wood, so we'll quickly produce another town lodging, which will hopefully save our people from, well, being homeless during the winter. Well, there we have it. The original village is almost completely removed. All we have is the magazine, the clothier, and the farmer's college. Now, that's going to be very difficult to destroy until we've made some more colleges elsewhere. I have been upgrading our lovely little schoolhouse over here, but it's still not quite at the same stage. So once again, we'll upgrade it, and once that's fully upgraded, we can actually consider removing this, at least for now. We do need more clothes, so I think I'll actually start building a new clothier right away, and we'll probably have it in this corner here. Now, I've ordered the destruction of all these trees, and soon we'll be ordering the destruction of the magazine, but I actually want a new one of those a bit closer to the farms, so probably somewhere around here. Now, this will act as a hub for the local community. We'll simply use the miniature vendors, the little stalls, to supply this area so that it's not as obvious. As it's really weird when you have more than one kind of centre of a village, and I really want this to be this centre. So let's have it around about, I would say, there. Okay, there we go, that'll be produced. You're selling that. And on that note, actually, back to the vendor, we have now got tobacco, and just as we went over here, the field has been finished. There we go, tobacco leaf. So next season we will be having tobacco leaves formed. And of course we'll have a small barn next to it to actually store the stuff, and finally the curing barn can actually get the stuff done. What we need now then is a crate, and I think I know how to make it, but it'd be best if I just checked so I don't end up getting really confused about the whole ordeal. Crates, crates, crates. Crates are made at the joiners, which we do actually have, unless I decided to destroy it, which wouldn't surprise... There we go, yeah, we have the joiner currently fully supplied, just not built, so we'll build that, then that can allow us to actually build some crates for the tobacco production. Okay, let's just allow everything to do its magic, and hopefully soon we'll have a new little village. So, it turns out I actually read something wrong. Now there's a shock. So the joiner does not produce crates, which actually makes complete sense. So we're actually going to be removing the joiner, because most of the joiner's tasks is actually being taken up by our lovely, if I can go all the way over to it, our lovely chartered company, because, well, that's the main reason I did have this in the first place. It simply creates furniture which can be used for furnishing, so really we don't need the joiner at all. We instead need the, if I can find it, there we are, the Cooper. So yes, I read it wrong because I saw joiner here, which is the job title, but in fact that is the name of the building. So we'll be demolishing this, putting down the Cooper, and that can start turning this wood into crates for our production of tobacco. We've almost now completely finished removing pretty much everything from this area, excluding some of the things which simply can't be removed, like the scarecrow. So that's pretty darn good. We also have our new tailor, so we can have them making ourselves some wool. Fantastic. And now we need to consider what we're actually going to be doing with this place, in addition to removing this, which is going to take a long time, because all of the resources need to be moved elsewhere. Of course, that will be moved to the original magazine, so yay. So one of the first things I actually want us to put down is a dairy. If I can find where the dairy actually is, there we go, which can turn milk into things like cheese, of course. Cream, cheese and butter. Adds a bit of variety to our people's diet, and honestly it's just rather cool. So that's going to go right next to the magazine straight away as the very first building. So, what else is going to be here? Obviously we're going to need somewhere for people to live. These people will most likely be the herdsmen, although some herdsmen of course will end up living in this area over here, which is absolutely fine. So what kind of buildings do we want here? I don't really want to go completely out there with the very best of the best buildings, but at the same time, I do want them to live well, so maybe that will happen. The stone houses are quite nice, and we haven't used them anywhere so far. Of course, these are in the normal game, these aren't modded, and they are pretty darn efficient. They are the best ones you can get without the mod. And I think they do fit this area pretty well, so yeah, I think we'll either go for stone houses or country houses and upgrade them as we go. Actually, I think country houses would suit it more with the white painted fronts, so let's do that. And how am I going to do it? So there is going to be a new pasture here and a new pasture there. These will be for pigs, because we no longer have any hide production. We are going to be replacing this bison pasture with 3 pastures, 1 here, then 2 here. So that's fantastic. So we need people to live in this area as much as possible. How about we have the country houses, and we have them, probably as close to that as possible, because, see, it's really difficult to think. I think I will end up having a market, there's the thing. Just the regular market is the best in terms of getting every resource needed down here. So, what's the smallest market we can have? There's a central market, a rural market, and a small market. There is also the really weird markets that you have on the bottom of houses, which you can find somewhere around here, though I'm not 100% sure where. There we go. Urban food... Oh, it's only a food market. Okay, yeah, most likely then what we're going to have is straight up a regular market, just the smallest one possible, and that's that. So that would be the small market, which does actually suit the area pretty well, and once again we could put here, which would then also service this area once we convert it. And it's not too overly huge either, so we could have that there. Actually, we could have 2 markets just for looks, and then have this luckily small market village. Yeah, that seems reasonable to me. I was going to have 2 people working in this one anyway, so just have 1 in each, and then we could have a main road, which will be the regular bricks I think we're going to use. There we go, and then we'll just have this along here, like so. And then that will go to the dairy. So that's how we're going to start off with. Now the houses, I'm probably actually going to have along this road here. So once this road, once the road finishes at the markets, we then cause it to be much, much wider and have houses on either side, or simply put them, I'd say a little bit narrower than that, probably somewhere around there. So if I were to just quickly remove road there, remove these, and we'll have that down there and have all the houses going along there towards the ocean. Of course, that will be a little bit far away from the pastures and making it a little bit less efficient to get to their job, but it's also incredibly efficient in terms of getting food, fuel and such, so it's a bit of a trade-off, and I think that'll be just fine. And let's have someone working in the dairy straight away. Fantastic. That's a really cute little building. Can we upgrade it? No, we can't. Okay, that's fine as well. And is the Cooper finished yet? Not. Oh, yes, it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. You didn't put it down yet, Lathrix, remember? Oh, yeah, because I was busy destroying things. Remembering things is a very hard task. There we go. That can go there. And that'll be the next thing we do, so we can actually have tobacco over in our luxury production corner. Now we just need to wait until these two are finished, and we'll consider about putting down houses. And of course, once the magazine's finished, we can start putting down the finalised roads, in addition to waiting for these gravestones to slowly decay. The markets are done, the dairy is happily producing cream, cheese and butter, and we have our roads sorted. Well, at least the very first roads, in addition to the fact the magazine has just now vanished. So, what issues are currently pressing on us, which we need to focus on other than trying to make this pretty? Well, right now, we actually have an issue that our iron is starting to run out, both in terms of, well, simply the mine is literally running out, and the fact we're actually using it far too fast, mostly because of trade. Our iron statues are being produced so quickly now that the iron is actually slowly being diminished. So what we need to do is start producing that lamp oil. So I've just started the production of an oil press, which of course will need something like olives, flax, or whale blubber. And I think I'm going to go with whale blubber because that sounds bizarre as hell, which I think is fantastic, as soon as I find where on earth the whalers actually are. The Wharf and Ship. A wharf with its ship is an advanced building used to fish whale, seal, and lobster on the high seas. Whale blubber is required to make lamp oil at an oil press, an important item for making some advanced buildings indeed. And we then need some hull components, which I've already thought about, and we are making a shipyard just over here, although I'm considering moving it over here instead, because I have finally decided what we're going to be doing with this little section of land here. It's going to be all to do with the wharf and ships, perhaps some bootlegger stuff. It's going to be all nice and simple like that. We also have an infestation. It turns out there's actually a really easy way to fix this. Allow me to demonstrate. You destroy the pasture, and then you stop destroying the pasture. There we go. Done. It's really that simple. So, infestations on pastures are a little bit easy to cheat out of existence. There we go. The cows are still there. We lost one cow, apparently, which is here for some reason. Where are the two cows out of there? Who cares? The important thing is that wasn't any real major problem. So yes, we can now start getting some whale blubber as soon as we have the building supplies as well, which we can buy from here. We're currently a little bit low on gold, but that's to be expected. Is that the we don't have enough of the stuff thing? Yes, it is. Oh, I think it's because we've run out of furnace fuel, have we not? No, it's simply we have literally run out of gold because I've moved over to the precious mines, which I'm not yet finished yet. Oh, that's what happens when you start upgrading loads of things at once. So rather than furnishings though, when you have enough money, could you please start buying me some building supplies? That would be fantastic. We could very easily actually buy some gold, which wouldn't actually be a terrible idea. But regardless, let's just upgrade the other mine, well, create the other mine, and then the other mine will start producing us some gold. Of course, we've removed all the little placer mines here for the addition of the bridge. We've also now got these little tiny fisheries, aren't they adorable? Which will increase our food if we ever need it. Well, let's just do it right now. We already have enough spare labourers. That's absolutely fine. There we go. Oh, actually, I should have bought some pigs because I was just about to put down the next item there. Oh well. The complexity continues to increase. So, we have the Cooper now producing crates, so that we may start producing our very first pipe tobacco. We also have our shipyard, however, we need either linen or cloth, which of course we don't currently have. Over here, though, I'm trying to fix that by producing weavers. The weavers, however, require either flax, cotton, or silkworm cocoons. We don't have any of those yet, but of course I can put in an order. In fact, nope, you're not the right people now. I will put in an order for the seeds, so that we may start farming one of those crops, so that we may start producing either linen or cloth, which will actually be good, because the clothier needs those as well, and from that we can start producing our hull components, which are the final thing we need for the wharf and ship. Well, here's something I wasn't paying attention to. You can actually produce rugs from simply wool. So our weaver is now weaving the wool into rugs, and as soon as we produce one, we can have a look at just how much the rugs are truly worth, and here's hoping it will be worth the effort of actually making them. The chartered company is still busily trying to make building supplies with absolutely no gold, of course. We're still waiting for some gold ore to be mined. We are producing it, just incredibly slowly. Apparently that's produced tomatoes. I love how if the villager goes in there and simply takes in some food occasionally, it'll count that as being produced. Oh, our glorious tomato mines, how you help us so. Let's see, have you made a rug yet? I imagine you have. Oh, you have! Well, that was quick. Okay, well, let's see how much a rug's worth. All we need to do is put a single rug in here, and then we can check how much it is worth. Oh, apparently 120, that's fine. Whatever. How much is it worth, though? 18! That is worth quite a bit, but how much wool is required for a single rug? So we currently have 10 in there. We made 40 last season. We need to simply wait until that goes down and we see how many rugs are produced. Okay, there's 20 in there now. Still only 4 produced. Where is our weaver? There she is, going back to work. There's 30 in there now. Still only 4 produced. Okay, and 2 from 30, so that is definitely a loss. Oh, that's a shame, because wool is worth 2, I believe, yes? Have a quick look. See, no, wool is worth 5. Then no, that is definitely not worth it. Okay, you can stop that. For now, at least. Or we can just put you on there and say, make me some cloth, even though you haven't got the cotton required. At last, the farm supplier has came back to us. Okay, we want cotton seeds and we want flax seeds. Do we want anything else? Not particularly. Everything we have... Oh, no, we also want potato, possibly for some alcohol production down the line, in addition to wheat, so we can start making some delicious bread as well. Okay, yep, that's everything I want you to bring. So next time, hopefully, we'll have everything we need to actually finish off making cotton. Hurrah! Or linen. Either one really work. Actually, no, what do I need? Oh, yeah, cloth or linen work, so whichever one I choose to actually grow. I've also chosen to start making a meat locker because, well, we have resources everywhere, and most of it's coming from the farm over there. And it's time now to actually put down our butchers, which I think, and hope I've actually done this right, can fit here. Yes, they can. I did it right. Excellent. Okay, so what do we need? Well, we need a cow butcher. In fact, probably having 2 would be good considering the amount of beef we're getting. We definitely want a bison butcher because that's like the only value we can actually get out of the bison. And we do want a llama butcher as well. So this will be a little produce area over here. What else could we actually have in terms of food refining which we could fit here? A smokehouse. I do actually want to see how the smokehouse works. However, I'm fairly certain we need to get salt first. Oh no, that is for the salting house, so the smokehouse is quite possibly something we don't need salt for at all, although I do actually want to also start using the salting house soon. So that's probably going to go there, so we'll put it on pause, but we'll also have it there. Actually no, it can be built. So how do we get salt then? That's another big question. There's so much we need to do, and oil is also a huge thing, so what can oil actually come from? From flax? Oh, that's fantastic. We could just start producing these. However, we do need lamp oil, not just seed oil. So we do need blubber, which means we do need the entire system to be finished. But I think that will happen next time, as it is quite a lengthy process to get all of these things in order. Well, here we are. Our little butcher's lane is finished, so let's get people actually working there. There we are. And what do we have here? We have the salting house, which of course we can't actually use at the moment. Wow, we can even make haggis. That's rather fantastic. Ooh, it seems to use stuff from the butchers. So after the butchers have been used, it then uses the finished meat to then make better meat, well, to actually make salted meat. That's rather fantastic. We also have over here, we can actually make jerky and such from almost every type of food available, well, at least every type of meat. However, we do need barrels, which are made, I believe, in the cooper. Am I correct with this? I am, excellent. So if we made another one of these, we can actually start doing that right away. So I will, in fact, do that. So let's have a quick look-see. And that will be in smithing and crafting, and then we have the cooper here. We'll just put that next door to it, there we go. And once that's made, we can start making some various forms of dried meat and smoked meat. We also now have these pastures, which both of them will be made into cow pastures. Split those, and that should, excellent, have cows already there, fantastic. Everything is going according to plan. We're also halfway through having all of the building supplies we need, and our second precious mine has been opened. Sadly, the first mine over here has been closed. We do need to upgrade it soon, but that may take too long. So what I'm probably going to do is actually simply make a new mine, since we'll probably need it in the future anyway, so it's not a massive issue. There we go. We currently have our coal mine swapped over to iron instead, since iron is far more important than coal. And we do have loads of coal actually backed up at the moment. We have one person who can't work. Who are you? You are a kilnsman. Oh yes, the kiln over here did get destroyed a moment ago. There we go, reclaim that. Just ignore that, there's a very small fire which only destroyed one building. It was all rather boring and over quite quickly. There we are, I've got the cow sorted. Well, I'm afraid though for now I am all out of time. This has took quite some time, but we have advanced quite a lot. We simply really, you haven't moved any of the building supplies over here but one. Builders, what are you doing? Well, actually, labourers, what are you doing? I guess that's the cost of having so few labourers. The only reason we have any labourers at the moment is because the mine just got shut down. So, like I was saying, though, we're all out of time so far, but we have progressed quite a lot, and all the infrastructure is in place for next time being able to do all the things we want to do. So, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly shows that Banished is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.